Ever wondered how today's heavyweight champions compare to the raw, unrefined fighters of the past? The brutal art of bare-knuckle boxing shaped the modern-day giants of the ring, but how much of that savage spirit still exists? Dive into the evolution of heavyweight boxing, from the raw streets to the scientific approach in today's gym. Don't miss the shocking truth about how training has transformed. This is a story you can't afford to miss. Bare-knuckle origins, bare-knuckle boxing, the original form of combat sport, has a history dating back to the 17th century in England. In those days, fighters fought without gloves, relying solely on their fists, using raw power and toughness to defeat opponents. This brutal sport had no rounds or time limits, and the fight would only end when one fighter could no longer continue. The rules were simple. There were no weight divisions, and fighters were expected to stand and fight until a clear winner emerged. The first official rules for bare-knuckle boxing were established in the London Prize Ring Rules in 1743. These rules introduced the concept of a down and the idea that a fight could be stopped when a fighter could no longer continue. Over time, the sport evolved, but the core principles remained unchanged. Endurance, toughness, and resilience were the keys to victory. During its peak, bare-knuckle boxing was not only a sport, but a way of life for many working-class men. The brawls were often held in secret locations, with spectators eagerly watching the brutal clashes. Fighters who could endure the longest, withstanding pain and fatigue, earned the respect and admiration of the public. In the late 19th century, the sport began to change with the introduction of gloves and more structured rules, leading to the rise of modern boxing. But the spirit of bare-knuckle boxing lives on, inspiring today's fighters who push their bodies to the limit in the ring. Modern heavyweights. Today's heavyweight boxers stand as giants in the world of combat sports, but their evolution is deeply rooted in the brutal origins of bare-knuckle fighting. Modern heavyweights like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder. However, despite the technological advancements and more humane practices, the essence of heavyweight boxing remains the same. The raw power in a punch, the mental fortitude to withstand adversity, and the grit to go the distance are still at the core of what makes a true heavyweight champion. The modern heavyweight may have gloves and a more scientific approach to training, but they still carry the spirit of the bare-knuckle brawler who fought for glory with nothing but their fists. Training evolution. The evolution of training for heavyweight boxing has drastically changed the way athletes prepare for a fight. Unlike the early days of bare-knuckle boxing, where fighters trained by simply fighting in the streets or with basic drills, modern boxers follow carefully planned training regimens tailored to maximize their strength, speed, and stamina. Today, fighters benefit from a combination of traditional methods and cutting-edge technology. Training now includes strength and conditioning routines, cardio exercises, and specialized drills that target specific aspects of a fighter's performance. Heavyweights spend hours in the gym focusing on building explosive power, agility, and endurance. Strength training, including weightlifting and resistance exercises, plays a huge role in their preparation, helping them develop the muscle mass needed to withstand the physical demands of the sport. Modern trainers also rely heavily on technology to track progress and fine-tune a boxer's performance. Tools like heart rate monitors, motion trackers, and video analysis software allow trainers to evaluate each movement, correct technique, and maximize efficiency. This data-driven approach ensures that fighters can improve in ways that bare-knuckle brawlers could only dream of. Despite these technological advancements, one thing remains constant. Heavyweight boxers still rely on the raw physical strength and mental resilience that defined their bare-knuckle predecessors. The evolution of training has made them more refined and prepared, but the heart of the sport is still about pushing beyond your limits. Raw combat. Raw combat is the heart of both bare-knuckle and modern heavyweight boxing. While today's boxers wear gloves and fight under strict rules, the intensity and brutality of combat remain deeply embedded in the sport's DNA. Bare-knuckle boxing was the ultimate test of toughness, where every punch landed was felt with maximum impact. Fights were often unpredictable and could turn brutal in an instant, as fighters used their fists, elbows, and even shoulders to attack, with little protection. In modern boxing, though the gloves soften the blows, the raw nature of combat still shines through. Heavyweight boxing is known for its devastating power and relentless pace. The ability to take and deliver powerful punches is a testament to the warrior spirit passed down from bare-knuckle fighters. Despite the evolution of the sport, the essence of raw combat, where courage, strength, and sheer willpower determine the outcome, remains the same. Fighter resurgence. The resurgence of bare-knuckle boxing has been one of the most intriguing developments in combat sports today. After years of being overshadowed by gloved boxing, bare-knuckle fighting is making a powerful comeback. Promotions like the Bare-Knuckle Fighting Championship, BKFC, have breathed new life into the sport, attracting fighters eager to return to its roots. These matches are fast, aggressive, and offer a level of intensity rarely seen in modern boxing. This revival has also drawn attention from former gloved boxing champions and rising stars who want to test themselves in a no-holds-barred environment. Fighters like Artem Lobov and Paulie Malignaggi have crossed over to bare-knuckle boxing, bringing attention to this gritty and unfiltered form of combat. As the sport grows in popularity, more fans are discovering the raw spectacle of bare-knuckle fights. The appeal lies in the authenticity of the combat, where skill, toughness, and strategy merge in a brutal test of endurance, just like in the days of old. Mental grit. Mental grit is the backbone of both bare-knuckle boxing and modern heavyweight boxing. In the early days, fighters endured excruciating pain and punishment with little to no protection, relying solely on their mental toughness to push through. Bare-knuckle bouts were a true test of willpower, where the fight was often decided by who could endure the most pain without giving up. The ability to keep going despite blood, bruises, and exhaustion was everything. Today, the mental aspect of boxing remains just as important. Heavyweight champions like Tyson Fury have demonstrated that it's not just about physical strength, it's about having the mental fortitude to rise from setbacks, endure tough rounds, and remain focused under pressure. Whether it's a grueling bare-knuckle battle or a high-stakes heavyweight fight, mental grit separates the greats from the rest. The drive to never give up, to keep fighting even when it seems impossible, has always been, and continues to be, the defining quality of every champion. The journey from bare-knuckle brawlers to today's tech-savvy fighters is incredible, but there's more to explore. In our next video, we dive into the rise and fall of forgotten boxing gyms, where legends were made and where some dreams faded away. You won't want to miss this inside look at boxing's hidden history. Stay tuned.